Thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you, archangels and ascended masters, for the perfect balance, the perfect clarity, and the perfect peace that's here for each of us right now. Let's just take in a breath. And when we have this idea or wording around reaching back to get like a greater reserve, let's very simply let whatever that greater reserve is be in front of us. So we're moving forward, focusing right here, and everything's easy. And we thank the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this opportunity right now for wonderful peace, perfect clarity, and loving joy. So if we could allow in this moment for everything to be easy and accessible, whatever beliefs we have, whatever language we use around how to access the higher good, how to be in the energy of healing, how to be in a space of grace or a state of grace. Let's let all those things be here right now. And if we could feel a connection, like a shared space with you and your favorite guides, your favorite angels, your favorite guides, your favorite goddesses, let's very simply just take in a breath. And let's say our own names out loud. I am Mark. I am right here. Thank you, angels, goddesses, and guides, for being right here with me. I celebrate all the good in my life. Everything is right here. Everything is right here. Wonderful. And if we could just notice, perhaps like gliding in front of you, let's notice Archangel Haniel, angel of grace, female angel. If we could just breathe in, and if we could notice her excitement, perhaps even a giddiness, if we could just breathe in, and let's notice her taking your hand, whether you feel that, see that, hear that, or know that. And if we could just notice what she communicates to you through words, through sensation, through feeling, through knowing, through symbols, through sound, any of the above. And if we could notice Haniel speaking to you, which might contain the word yes, let's also notice her speaking to, communicating with every cell in your body, every system in your body, your energy field, your aura, your chakras, your intuition, your heart, your consciousness. So if we could notice an absence of neglect and the full presence of presence, that this archangel, Archangel Haniel, and the other angels and guides that you love are right here with you, and they're connecting fully with you. So if we could see in this moment, as the sky is a brilliant color of blue, if we could see in this moment everything being organized and perhaps rearranged for your comfort, for the highest good, for the perfect ease, perfect healing, perfect clarity, everything being right here. Let's very simply just breathe in and allow that reorganization to happen. And being able to, as part of this is Archangel Michael, to access bliss. So nothing is foreign, nothing is too much. And if we could just breathe into beautiful air. And doing that again into your beautiful lungs. In this beautiful moment with beautiful connections. And if we could notice, like perhaps calling forward or coaxing forward, any parts of you that are wanting to, whatever, for a reason, standing outside of this, let's very simply let them join this. Your adolescent self, child self, wounded self, defiant self, any part of you that feels neglected. It's very simply just notice every part of you is seen, heard, and included. And as ever with the angels, there's never any forcing, but there are invitations and opportunities. And if we could notice very simply the use of polarities, this has been coming up a lot recently, that we might be aware of something negative or a negative pattern or an unwanted thing or a hurt or a wound. It's very simply noticing the opposite existing. So if there's a sense of absence, let's notice the sense of presence. Any sense of lack, let's notice abundance. Let's notice these two things existing. Grief and acknowledgement. Peace. Let's just breathe into all this. And let's notice our attention going once again to the very happy, the exhilarated Archangel Haniel. And we'll notice her passing your hands off, which is holding to Archangel Ariel, the angel of environments. If we could just breathe in. And if we could let, with absolute simplicity, like a PowerPoint presentation with good graphics, if we could just breathe in and notice Archangel Haniel showing you every environment you occupy, the room you're in now, the next room, the kitchen, the bathroom, the car, the office, the staircase, the mailbox. Just notice all those spaces being infused with love, being considered and cared for. And if we could just notice Archangel Michael perhaps standing tall in front of you. And if we could notice in him positioning himself right in front of you, it is for clarity, it is for simplicity, and never an obstacle. There's always an invitation. So if we could just breathe in, and we'll notice with all the different activities happening that they're creating a space where any experience of neglect that we might have now or in any moment that we've ever had, let's let the opposite happen right now. Presence, you being seen and heard and cherished. The angels imparting to you and displaying to you how much you matter to them, how much you matter in life. So we'll just breathe into all this goodness, all this grace, and all this love. Wonderful. If we could breathe in the most positive way, if we could just notice the angels, the guides, the goddesses, including Ganesh, including Kali, if we could notice them just making more room for you. And if we could, we think about energy and more room that's right around us. Let's notice perhaps 50 feet away from you, perhaps outside the structure that you're in. Let's let them make more room there. more room in the structure you're in, but also at a distance. Just creating more room. And this was mentioned, I believe, yesterday. Let's let them just perhaps let the tick of the clock and the presence of the calendar diminish in importance, giving ourselves the gift of time. And within the gift of time, let's recognize our ability to focus with pure relaxation in a flow state, which requires us giving ourselves the gift of flow. We'll notice all that goodness being here right now. Wonderful. Whatever this means to you, let's notice the mother angel coming forward. And let's very simply let the mother angel, 1, adore you, 2, embrace you, and 3, care for you, cuddle you, help you. If we could just breathe and let the mother angel do all that. And indeed, like a mother hen with chicks, if we could let all these different parts of you, which are important, let's very simply let them come forward and join you and the mother angel in this moment right now. There being a collection, a gathering of all parts of you. And if we could just take in a breath, let's notice integration happening, integration of more good into your life, more spaciousness, more room, more divine flow. And if we could, as we're doing that, let's just notice Ganesh circling your physical space, perhaps 40 or 50, he's saying 40 feet away from you. So whatever circumference that is, likely outside the structure that you're in. Let's just notice him joyfully, gleefully, just circling the space, removing anything that might be considered an obstacle, creating harmony, singing a song, which might be taking care of business. So if we could just breathe in, we'll just notice all that. And just notice him doing that. Let's just notice what it's like to lean into the mother angel even more. And in your lean, let's very simply let your defiant self come in closer, your wounded selves, your adolescent selves, child self, compliant child, the 20-year-old you, the 10-year-old you, and the you right now. The 35-year-old you, wonderful. We'll just breathe in. And if we could just breathe in and notice what you would like to have included in this moment. And let's let that just be an integration, like the next thing, as opposed to a shift of gears. Just notice, what's the next thing? What would bring you more peace? Let's just notice what it's like to add a heart opening, which might be half of 1% or 1% to releasing anything that might feel like fear or pain. We'll recognize, as always, that pain contains feedback. That is part of our cells getting attention. Let's just notice that we're listening to all parts of our being, as are the angels, as is the mother angel. We could just let that healing that wants to have happen. Perfect wellness being present. And if we could breathe in with the intention, with the exhale, of relaxing 1% more. And allowing in this moment of connection, comfort, and clarity, or great affection, let's very simply notice whatever tasks are presented to you, like a presentation or anything else. Let's notice a vision of you doing those tasks with great grace, great ease, great proficiency. And even more joy and pleasure, and allowing positive energy and confidence to flow. We'll just breathe into all those different things. And if you could just notice what Ganesh says to you, perhaps at that distance with that tone of voice, hey, just notice what he communicates to you. Let's notice what you communicate to him. And if we could very simply just take in a breath in with absolute simplicity, and once again, not shifting gears, but letting the next thing be part of this moment. Let's notice any voice saying no or don't. It's very simply, if we can, just kind of suss out or discover the source of those words, the no and the don't. And as your conscious adult self, let's notice if that information is still current for you. Yeses and nos are powerful. Let's notice if there's any no or any don't that is outdated, not yours. If we could just breathe in, then we'll allow a wonderful shift to happen there for your highest possible good. Wonderful. If we could breathe in, and we'll connect with the Mother Angel. If we could notice the Mother Angel with the ease of a breeze, connecting with every single part of you, your lungs, your heart, your systems, your throat, your teeth, your hair, your skin, your soul, your heart, including all aspects of the heart, physical heart, heart chakra, heart center, all levels of you, your cells, your Akashic records, your ancestry, your past lives, this moment, every moment of this lifetime. And if we could notice the Mother Angel loving you and all aspects of you and all previous yous and ancestry yous, if we could just notice the Mother Angel loving everything connected to you, everything that is you. And so if that could be in this present moment and moving backwards, let's also notice the Mother Angel loving you 5 minutes from now, tomorrow morning, next week, next year. So if we could feel similar to Ganesh circling the structure, let's notice the Mother Angel loving you in every single moment, past, present, and future. And let's notice where that gives us a sense of security, a reliability, what we can lean on the same way that we can lean on right now, the presence of Mother Angel. And if we could forget then, let's notice the parts of you that are perfectly in sync or in sync with this. Let's very simply perhaps make way. Let's notice any part of you, this may not be true for everyone, but any part of you that is feeling desolate, inconsolable, or in despair, it might be just a little part of you. Let's let the Mother Angel comfort that part of you. No part of you is left behind. At the same time, let's notice the entirety of you, the universe of you, being cherished, being uplifted, and being, in the most elegant and peaceful way, moved forward. So let's release any sense of three things. Any sense of being left behind, let's take that off the table. Any part of you that's on strike, not participating, let's let that part go back to work in the most positive way. Let's allow the highest good to come forward. But we are indeed in the most powerful, positive, and elegant way moving forward. Let's notice the space with your conscious adult self where all this is more than okay, where there are great contributions and a great sense of peace. We'll just breathe into all that. Let's notice any question that you or any aspect of you has for the Mother Angel. We'll just very gently just ask her that question, be that telepathically, with words, heart to heart. Just notice that communication. Let's notice in this moment, whatever this means to you, the most inflow part of you, which might well be the you engaged with this right now, your conscious adult self. In their wording, the Mother Angel's wording, let's let that part of you blow the horn of leadership, announce with sound, with vibration, that everything is well, that it's okay for things to change for the better and only for the better. It's okay for things to be reorganized for the highest good and for great things to happen. With outstanding clarity, perfect peace, and wonderful joy, we celebrate this moment. If you could notice the mother angel kissing the top of your head, if we could also notice other angels passing out party favors, balloons, tassels, ribbons, and confetti. And if we could just notice and turn to the angels and the different guides that are here of what is being celebrated. That's okay to celebrate. It's okay for there to be color and movement. If we could just breathe in and just notice what it's like to accept the celebration of you, the acknowledgement of you, the depth of you, the deepening of the connection between you and all these different guides, and the hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands of times that you've connected with them. Very simply just breathe into something brand new happening right now. Wonderful. We'll just breathe in. And if we could, like turning the, rewinding the video, if we could come back and just notice what Ganesh has been doing, and he's saying it's done, past tense. He cleaned up the trash energetically. So with that task done, let's just take a breath. Let's let your energy field expand in the most positive way, allowing more positive things to happen, making room, and perhaps informing. So it's like Ganesh is displaying the completion of his task and that he's moved things. Let's let the reluctant parts of you, which might be understandably reluctant to shift, let's very simply notice Ganesh communicating directly those parts of you and showing that it's safe and that he's removed the trash. And so collectively, the collective elements of you, let's very simply notice an expansion, and a sense of peace, and perhaps even parts of ourselves can carry on the giddiness that Archangel Haniel and Ganesh hold for your life as things get better and better and better and better. So we'll just breathe in. We'll recognize that all is well. And we'll say out loud to Ganesh and the different angels, Haniel, Ariel, we'll say out loud to them, thank you. To the mother angel, we'll say out loud, thank you for loving me. And to all the different guides that have come forward during this time, we'll say out loud, thank you so much. And with a sense of wholeness, boldness, and peace, we'll acknowledge every single aspect of ourselves, recognizing what a good job each part of us is doing as we heal, as we evolve, as we integrate wisdom, as we drop out of fights, as we recognize how cared for we are. We celebrate all this. And we thank the presence of Mother, Father, God, and all the archangels and ascended masters. We thank as well the angelic realm, the elemental realm, our ancestors, spirit guides, animal guides, and guardian angels. We thank you for this wonderful moment of clarity and peace, the opportunities that are here, the integration, the presence of newness, the presence of ancient connections, and the evolution of our souls and our lifetimes. We celebrate all this right now. And with grounded peace and certainty that all is well, we quite simply and lovingly ask for this or something better right now in all directions of time, and so it is.